Okay, question 7. It gives you a right angle triangle. And it tells you that this is your angle A. It tells you that the length of the slanting line is 25. The length of the line at the bottom is 24. And the length of the line at the side is 7. And they have a little symbol there to denote that that is a right angle triangle. They want you to write down, number 1, the hypotenuse. Okay? The hypotenuse is always the slanty line. Okay? So this is your H. So the hypotenuse is 25. Now they want you to state the length of the side opposite A. Now they've made this really easy. They even told you what it is, opposite A.
20.
So the one that's right opposite A is the one across here. That's your opposite line. So in this case it's 7. And then they say, they might ask you to write down, they don't in this case, the length of the wall that is adjacent to A. They don't ask you that, but if they do, that's the other one. The one that's adjacent is the one that goes right beside it. Adjacent means beside, so that's your adjacent line. Okay? Slanty line is always the hypotenuse. The one directly across from it is always the opposite, and the one down here is always your adjacent. Okay? The next one they ask you to do is to write down the sine of A as a fraction. You don't even need to remember how to do this because it's in your tables. Go to your maths tables. This is called trigonometry. So you're looking for trigonometry, which is on page 13. Okay, now you don't actually want 13. 13 is the start of the trigonometry. Where you actually want to go to is you want to go to the very end, your right angled triangle on page 16. Okay? Foundation level, for the trigonometry question, you're only ever going to be asked a right angle triangle. You're never going to need to use the sine rule or the cosine rule or any of those that you're asked at ordinary level. It's just the right angle triangle. And it tells you here that the sine of A is A over C. And see the way they have in the triangle, they tell you what A is, what B is, and what C is. And in this case, they tell you that A is the line at the side here. So the line at the side here, which corresponds with their A, is 7 over, they tell you that the slanty line they're calling C. Okay, that's that. So that's how you do that bit. Very easy. And as I said, it's in your maths table, so make sure you know how to use these. Okay? The last question. Use your calculator to find A correct to the nearest degree. A little note on your calculators. When you turn it on, up at the top, it should say MATH, and beside it there should be a little letter. The letter will either be D, G, or R. Make sure it's in D. Okay, that's degrees. If it's in G, it's in gradients. That's no good to you. If it's in R, it's in radians, which is also no good to you. You need it in degrees, so make sure D is the little letter up there. And check that before you go into your exam that everything's right on your calculator. So, to get the sine of A, okay, you have to do, to get what the angle is, you do the reverse of the sine of A. So you do shift, sine, pull up your fraction, put in your 7 over 25, close your bracket, and press equals, and you get your answer. Tells you that it's, you put in shift or second function. Oh yeah, it's shift sine 7 over 25, and the calculation will give the answer as 16.260200471. They want to correct to the nearest degree, so they want no numbers after the decimal point. So that's 16 degrees, and degrees is that little circly thing, is the symbol for degrees. Okay? And that's what A is. Really easy, your calculator does it.